Hello, welcome to this very gentle yoga practice for seniors. It's done in a chair, and today's focus is going to be on shoulders and upper back, arms, wrists, and fingers. So we'll be concentrating on the upper body. We always have three parts to our practice. We begin with some mindful breathing just to center ourselves and let go of distractions. And then we move into the asanas or postures that I'll bring you to. And then we come into a nice restful shavasana at the end, where all of the good aspects of what we've done can be integrated into the body. If you like this program today, I hope you'll hit like and hit subscribe and the little bell that will notify you when new videos are put up on this particular station. I'll have a link to all the other videos in my playlist for gentle yoga classes for seniors. And I'll also put a link to my Yoga for Boomers classes in the description so that you can see if you want to go on to some different classes. So let's get started. Hello, welcome to Yoga with Nancy. Glad you could join me today. So as always, we'll be practicing in a chair, so find your chair. Get a nice comfortable seat in the chair with your feet flat on the ground facing forward and your knees in line with your hips. Draw your navel in toward your spine, lift the sternum and the crown of the head up. Feel yourself lengthen up towards the ceiling. Roll the shoulders up and back and let them melt away from your ears. Rest your hands on your lap. Palms can be turned up or they can be turned down, whatever feels most natural to you. So when our palms are up, it's more of a invitation for energy to be attracted into the body. And if our palms are down, it's a sense of calming, grounding. So whichever you might need, and if you just really aren't sure today, just take one palm up and one palm down. Eventually your body will decide what feels best for you, and then just breathe. Breathing with awareness is one of the best ways to quiet the mind and the nervous system. So just let your mind rest on the sensation of breath as we begin the practice and find our way to be fully present with the practice. So letting go of any obligations, any things that are weighing heavily on your mind, see if you can put them aside for just a little bit. And just be fully present here with your breath. You might notice the more you relax into the sensation of breath, the more you become intrigued with the details of the breath. So the mind begins to explore sensation of the breath as it travels in through the nose, down into the belly and up into the lungs. You might allow the belly to soften, relax, encouraging the expansion of the belly as the breath moves deep into the lowest lobes of the lungs. Allowing each new exhale to be just a little bit more of a letting go, a full-bodied letting go. Keeping the spine long and the crown of the head lifted so that there's room for that expansion in the lungs with the breath as it deepens and fills you up. Two more nice big full breaths, these three-part breaths, dirga breaths into the belly, ribs, upper chest. And then opening your eyes, we'll begin to move to the rhythm of and the pace of the breath. So sitting nice and tall, rooting the feet down into the earth. Arms are down by your sides. On your inhale, sweep the arms out to the side walls and up overhead. Reach the fingertips high towards the ceiling. Take your left fingers and wrap the right wrist. The palm of the right hand faces the left wall. Reach nice and tall to the ceiling. Get a nice stretch here. And on your exhale, take a lean over to your left. Keep drawing the right shoulder back. And you might let the gaze go down towards the left hip, or you might let it go straight ahead or up towards the ceiling. So whatever serves you here. Nice full breaths into this expanded rib cage on the right. These intercostal muscles are just stretching, making room for the breath to come in even more fully. On your next breath in, reach the hands up towards the ceiling. And then take those left fingers, the right fingers wrap the left wrist. I'm a little backwards here. Reach nice and high, and on your exhale, take that lean to the other side. Now you want the lean to be deep enough so that it's effortful, but not so much that it feels like straining, that you're really working too hard to pause and breathe here. So if you feel that you've gone too far, just gently draw yourself back out of it a little bit so that you can feel the effort, but you can also find some ease with the breath as you breathe and hold. And on your next breath in, bring yourself all the way up. Release the hands down onto your lap. A nice breath in as you shrug the shoulders up, and a nice sigh out as you let the shoulders move down away from the ears. Take your right hand onto your left shoulder and your left hand onto your right shoulder, so your arms are crossed in front of your body. Your hands are on opposite shoulders. Draw the navel in. Lift the sternum and the crown of the head up. And on an exhale, take a twist to your right. On your inhale, come through center. And on your exhale, take the twist to the left. So we're going to simply move from side to side, inhaling to center and exhaling into the twist at your own pace. And let the chin move in the same direction as the twist. So you might look over the right shoulder as you twist to the right, and you might look over the left shoulder as you twist to the left. Nice steady movement as the hips stay square, facing forward, the knees face forward. And this twist is happening above the waist into the low, mid, and upper ribs. On your next inhale, come to center. Take your bottom arm unthreaded and bring it to the top. Might feel a little awkward, and that's absolutely okay. That's what we want. So change is sometimes difficult, right? So we want to kind of get used to settling into this awkwardness. Sit nice and tall. And on an exhale, take a twist to your right, but this time let the gaze go over the left shoulder. Inhale back to center, and on your exhale, twist to the left and gaze to the right. So we're making our head move in the opposite direction of the twist. Takes a little while to get that rhythm going, but go ahead and with your own breath, inhaling to center and exhaling to this twist, letting the head move in the opposite direction. A nice free-flowing twist from side to side. And then come back to center. Release your hands down onto your lap. Take a nice breath in. Shrug the shoulders up. On your exhale, sigh it out. On your inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And on your exhale, we're going to fold into a forward fold. So on your exhale, reach the sternum forward. Fold right over your thighs. Bring your hands down to the ground or your ankles if you can. If this is too much for you, you might rest your hands on your thighs to support yourself, but let your torso kind of melt towards your thighs and the crown of the head reach forward to begin with to lengthen the spine. And then let the crown of the head turn down into this forward fold, supported by your thighs. And if you can't reach your thighs, you might put a little pillow between your thighs and your abdomen to just kind of catch you and support you in this forward fold. Forward folds are so soothing. So you don't want to have it be too effortful. So if you need the support of a rolled blanket or a pillow, just kind of let that be between your thighs and your chest, and just soften. Just let the shoulders and the arms relax, and let the head just kind of turn down towards the ground, this forward fold. And then to come up, take your hands, press them onto your thighs. Bring yourself all the way back to vertical. Nice. So we're going to bring our hands, our arms out to the side, sitting nice and tall. We're going to put the palms to face up. So we're reaching our fingers to the side walls. And we're going to do a little rotation of the upper arm in the shoulder socket. We call this movement palm up, palm up. So you might not get your hands all the way around, but just hear me out here and see how you do. So your palms are facing up, and then turn your thumbs to face the ceiling. Your palms are facing forward. Then turn your palms down. Turn your palms to the back wall, and then maybe you can turn them so that the palms are up again. And then rotate around all the way to where you started. So you're rotating. You might think of feeling this in your shoulder sockets as you're rotating palms up with the thumbs pointing back, thumbs towards the ceiling, thumbs forward, thumbs down, and thumbs back, and then rotating all the way. So if you can't get all the way into this palm up movement, just go as far as you can without forcing. You're just rotating the arm in the shoulder socket as the palms turn. The arms stay straight. Nice. And then bring your hands down onto your lap. We're going to do shoulder circles with the hands resting on the lap. We're going to do backward circles to start. So bring the shoulders up towards your ears, back towards the back of the chair, down towards the seat of the chair, and forward towards your knees, up towards the ceiling, back, down, and forward. So you're just making big, slow shoulder circles. The arms might just kind of come along for the ride, so the hands might glide along the thighs as you roll your circles in your shoulders. Pausing, we'll make these forward shoulder rolls. So shoulders up towards the ceiling, forward, down, and then towards the back and around. So you're just stirring the shoulders in these forward rolling circles. Beautiful. And then coming to stillness, bringing your hands on your lap, we're going to come into some cat and cows in this seated posture. So we're going to let the pelvis rock forward and back to start. Just get that sensation of this rocking forward and back of the pelvis as the hip points, these little bony bones that stick out in the front of your hips, are rocking up and down towards the floor and towards the ceiling. And then bring your hands to your lap, and as your pelvis tilts forward, those little headlights turn down, lift the heart, draw the shoulders back, little arch in the low back. And then on your exhale, the pelvis tilts, those headlights turn up and back, and you round the shoulders, tuck the chin. And then letting that undulation of the spine move up and down as you rock the pelvis and let the spine kind of follow suit in this undulating movement of cat and cow. And then coming to stillness and a nice vertical spine. Bring your arms up like cactus, so the upper arms are parallel to the ground and the forearms are perpendicular to the ground. The palms are facing forward, so you look like a big cactus, or maybe you might want to call these goalposts. So we're going to take our forearms, press them back, open up the front of the chest. On the exhale, bring the forearms together and tuck the chin. On the inhale, open up, press the forearms back, maybe let the gaze turn up, and exhale, bring the forearms together, tuck the chin. So we're just opening and closing here. So the shoulder blades spread apart as the forearms come together in front of us, and the shoulder blades draw towards each other as we open the arms and press them back. So forward and back with your breath. Beautiful. The next time your arms are open, bring your arms down by your sides, and then bring your hands behind you if you can. Interlace your fingers behind you. Keep the elbows bent. And then draw the elbows towards each other. You're opening the heart once again. Press the knuckles down towards the seat of the chair. Open the front chest. So you might feel this stretch in your front of your shoulders and lift your chin. So you're pressing the knuckles down. Maybe you're straightening the arms slightly, but a slight bend in the elbows are fine. The gaze is turning up. So this is a wonderful counter pose for all of the time that we spend collapsed inwards, on our cell phones, on computers, reading, knitting, whatever it is we might be doing, where we're rounding the back and collapsing into the front body. So this stretch of the front body and this contraction of the back body is a wonderful counter pose for that way we live. Relax the shoulders, unentangle the fingers, bring the hands out in front of you. Nice. So we're going to do alternate shoulder shrugs here. So sitting nice and tall, on an inhale, take the right shoulder up to the ear, and then exhale it down. Left shoulder up, exhale it down. Right comes up, and exhale down. Left and down. Right and down. So it's kind of like a marching action as we shrug one shoulder up at a time. Just alternating from side to side. And then coming to stillness. From here, we're going to take our arms out in front of us. So reach your fingers so that they're resting on your knees. Your arms are straight. Your fingers are together and they're straight, pointing forward. Okay, so we're going to lift our arms up with the palms staying down. We're going to lift them forward and reach forward, and then we're going to bring them down. So we're going to lift them to shoulder height, and then we're going to lower them. Lift them to shoulder height and lower. 3 more. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. So now we're going to bring them to shoulder height and then up over our heads, turn our palms to face each other as we reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. Reach the fingers forward, the palms turn down, and the fingers come to touch the knees. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height. Turn the palms together, reach the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, reach the arms forward until they're shoulder height. Turn the palms down and bring the fingers to touch the knees. You're sitting nice and tall. We'll do 2 more. Inhale the fingers forward. Turn the palms together, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, the fingers reach forward. Turn the palms down and bring the fingers to touch the knees. Arms are straight. 1 more. Arms are straight, reaching forward. Turn palms to face each other. Bring the hands up towards the ceiling. Lower the hands to reach forward. Let the palms face down. Bring the fingers to your knees. Relax the elbows, bend the elbows, bring the hands to the palms. And we're going to roll the shoulders as if we are swimming the crawl down the length of a pool. So take the right shoulder up and forward and around, and then the left. So you might imagine, if you're a swimmer, that action of doing the crawl down the length of a pool. Relax the neck. It might bobble or turn gently along with these shoulder rolls. So here we are at the end of the pool. We're going to do the backstroke to get to the other end again. So we take the right shoulder up and back, and then the left up and back. So we're doing the backstroke, really getting into the upper back here. And then relax the hands down onto the lap. Nice job. So we're going to move into the hands and the fingers here. So bring the arms the same level as the shoulders, once again, extended in front. And stretch the fingers really, really wide. Make them really, really wide. Maybe you wiggle them a little and then squeeze them together in a fist. Open, and then squeeze, open, and squeeze, open, and squeeze. Notice if your thumb is outside the fist or inside the fist when you come into that squeeze. The next time you squeeze, bring the thumb inside if it was out, and outside if it was in. So the thumb tucks when you make the fist. The fingers wiggle and stretch and then make a fist, wiggle and stretch, and then make a fist. Keeping your fists, thumb out or in, doesn't matter. Begin to circle the wrists. So the forearms will move a little bit in this action. Relax the wrists, just roll right into that wrist joint, and then into the opposite direction. Great. And then bring your hands forward once again. And if your shoulders are getting tired, you can bring a little bend into the elbows. That's okay. We're going to turn the fingers, keep the arms straight. We're going to just turn the fingers and the hands out and then in towards each other. And out and in and out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Palms face forward. The palms, or the fingers are facing forward. The palms are, we're going to press our palms forward and the fingers are facing the ceiling. So it's as if we're pushing something away from us with our hands. Our arms are extended. And we're going to just wave, kind of windshield wipe from side to side. Then we're going to extend the fingers forward and then down so that the palms are facing our body. Arms are still extended. And we're going to windshield wipe again. And then we're going to shake, loosen the wrists. Let the fingers just kind of wiggle. Really shake it all up as if you're just washed your hands and there isn't any paper to dry them. There's no blower to dry them. You got to dry them by shaking them. So shake, 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 shake. And then bring your hands onto your lap. Just kind of notice energy, whatever movement you might feel in the body. Nice. Beautiful. So then we're going to take our hands into like a prayer, a namaste thing. So bring your hands as if they're in prayer, pressing the fingers. The fingers are facing up towards the ceiling. And the thumb is near the sternum, near the breastbone. Okay? The elbows are out nice and wide. So you're pressing into your hands and your fingers. The elbows are out to the sides, not hanging down or up. And we're simply going to glide our hands to the left and glide our hands through center to the right. Keep pushing from side to side. So we're not twisting, but our arms, our hands are moving from side to side. Nice. And then bring our hands back to center. We're going to point our fingers down and then bring them back up. So our hands are in prayer. We're turning our hands down and then turning them up. Turning them down and turning them up. Turning them down and turning them up. And now we're going to point them towards our chest and up, towards our chest and up, towards our chest and up as we press the palms together. Now we're going to take that namaste hands, reach them up over our head, and then we're going to bring them back down towards our chest. Inhale, reach them up towards the ceiling, and exhale, bring them down towards the chest. So now we're going to do circles. We're going to go press the hands to the left, up towards the ceiling, over to the right, and down. So we're making big circles, keeping our hands pressed together and our elbows out to the side. And then we're going to go in opposite direction. Keep breathing. And then bring the hands together at the heart. Nice job. So we're going to do one last upper body movement here. We're going to do some reaching up as if we're picking cherries, okay? So bring the arms up overhead, reach nice and high. And we're going to have to reach a little higher with our right hand as we reach up towards the ceiling and pull down. Reach up with the left and back down. So the arms are still overhead, but we're stretching from side to side as we're picking those cherries up and down. Nice. Bring your hands onto your lap. This time we're going to reach across our body as if we're reaching for something that's far to our left, across our left knee and out to the left diagonally. So take a nice breath in. On your exhale, reach that right arm across the body and then pull it back. It might be a little lean. We're going to take the left arm, reach it diagonally across, way over to the right, and pull it back. We're getting a stretch through the back body, the sides of the body, as we reach to the left with the right hand and draw it back. And then reach to the right with the left hand. Just going from side to side, keeping your feet rooted in the ground to support you. Let the legs be strong. And keep the navel drawing in so that your abdominals are working here. Nice job. Coming back to center. On your inhale, bring your arms up overhead. On your exhale, we're going to take that nice forward fold as you lean forward. Maybe grab that pillow to put between your belly and your thighs. Fold all the way forward. If your belly touches your thighs, just let the torso melt down. Let the arms melt down. If you're resting on a pillow, let everything else soften. The back of the head, the neck, shoulders and arms. Everything's heavy, relaxed, and supported. And then bring your hands to your thighs. Press yourself all the way up to a nice tall spine. Beautiful. Nice work. We worked mostly our upper body today, but that's okay. We'll do the lower body with our next session. It's time to rest. And it's the stillness at the end of practice that allows the body to integrate the benefits of the practice, the breathing and the movement. So find a nice comfortable place in your chair. Allow your back to get heavy against the chair and your legs to extend long. If you have arms on your chair, you might rest your arms there, or if not, maybe you have a pillow in your lap. You can rest your arms there or beside you. If it's available to you to get down to the floor safely, if you're able to do that, then go ahead and lay on the floor. Maybe you have a yoga mat or a towel or a blanket you can lay on. Resting in this place of stillness. And you might, during our little resting period, just take this thought to mind. Setting your thoughts of worries and concerns aside. Search your current experience and find a place inside you where you feel happiness or joy. Even though you might feel angry or tired, mostly, you can always find some piece of joy somewhere in the body. It might be hidden inside your heart or a quiet spot in the back of your head. And allow that feeling of joy to permeate your entire being. You might imagine that feeling of joy as a color or a temperature and allow that color or temperature to just kind of wash all over you. Resting here for as long as you like. Waking when you're ready to go about your day. Until next time, namaste.